If I were starting my business again in 2026, let's say, for example, I'm 19 again and I want to start, grow, scale, and manage a business in 2026, here are 5 practical steps I'm actually going to take to grow my business within a space of 1 year. Nothing changes the fact that when people start their business early, they tend to think that you must wait for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or even 10 years before you actually start making profits in your business. Hi everyone, my name is Tekla Ezigu. I am the creative director of Tekla, and on this particular video, I'm here to share with you 5 ways that you can actually speed up the growth of your business. And if this sounds like something that you like to learn, go ahead now, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and now let's get started. If I were starting my business all over again, the first thing I'm actually going to do is to make sure that the business I want to start is what people are already looking for, which means that the business that I want to start is already in demand. Nothing changes the fact that if you start a business that you like, you are trying to start a business, but the only thing you're trying to do is something that you like. People are not buying it, people are not doing it, it is not sustainable. The business cannot grow. It cannot grow because there's no demand for the offer that you have. You cannot offer something to people when there is no demand for it. There's something that my mentor says. He says that for you to start and scale any business, you must make sure that the offer you want to give people is something that they already want, right? So the fastest way for you to even make a sale in the business that you want to start is to make sure that that particular thing that you already want to start is already in the market. It's already something that people are going to buy. Even if it is not in the market, you need to make sure that people are actually looking for this thing. The number one thing you should know when starting your business is that every business must have a problem that it solves. If your business, you are starting it out of fantasy, out of like, and your business does not actually have a particular problem that it is solving, it's not going to work. Let alone are you going to scale it early enough. So any business that you want to start in 2026, you must make sure that that business is already in demand, which means that people are already looking for it. They are already looking forward to buying this particular product even before you introduce it to the market. And do you know another thing that I also want to tell people that are starting a business? You can also start a business that is already in vogue, a business that is already trending. Let's say, for example, I'm a Nigerian, and some businesses that are trending in Nigeria right now are things like fashion and designing, nail tech, being a virtual assistant, things you can do, market it and make money. So when you are starting a business, make sure that the business you want to start is already in demand. And if it is not in demand, make sure that you create a demand around it. If I were starting a business in 2026, the second thing that I'm going to do that is going to help me to grow, scale, and manage my business within a space of 1 year is that I am going to get proof fast. Now, let me tell you the mistake that so many people make when they are still starting their business. When they are starting their business, they tend to just do whatever comes in their mind. Anything and anything that you ever want to do in this life, someone must have already done it, which means that there's already a pattern to it. Let's say, for example, you want to become the best makeup artist in town. Someone has already done that. At the point that you want to learn that business, there is already someone that is termed the best makeup artist in town. All you have to do is to follow their pattern. Find the things that they already did to get to where they are. You must not formulate things. You don't have to do what is in your mind. Make sure that you find the things that they have already done and then you do it, and it's going to help you to grow fast. So the second thing I'm going to do if I'm starting a business in 2026 is that I'm going to get proof fast. Now, let's practicalize this. Let's say, for example, you want to go into nail business. You want to become a nail tech. You want to be doing nails, whether it's press-on nails or you want to be customizing your own. Now, how can you scale such a business fast? The number one thing I'm going to do is that, let's say, for example, I'm a student. I am going to get at least 3 students, or let's say 4 students that are in my department, or even if it's just my friends. I'm going to make sure that these people are people that know people. There are some certain girls that are already trending in your school. You know that these people have a very strong social status. What I'm going to do is that I will be doing free nails for them. And let's say I have the number one person in my studio right now, and I want to start her nail. I am actually going to create a content out of it. I am going to create a process content. I am going to create a before and after content. And then I'm going to take very nice pictures and videos of the nail that I am making. And I'm also going to create educational content that is also going to help me to teach people what they need to know. And before we ride on, the next thing that I want to say is that educational content helps your content journey a lot, because people only follow you for the value that they gain, not necessarily for the value that you gain from them. So I'm going to create 4 contents out of every nail that I make. And I'm going to make sure that the nail I'm making is something that is already appealing, so that when people see it, they are actually going to be able to know that, oh, this person knows what is in trend, and this person knows what he or she is doing. So when I'm creating the content, I've given you the 4 content that you should create. Now I am going to post it in a way that other nail techs that are already in the business are already posting it. What this means is that I'm not going to post it the way I want. I'm going to post it in a way that it works. So find a mentor that is already in the game, and then post the way they post. What you're trying to do is that you're trying to make your videos and your content to align with their own, so that people can easily connect, right? So make sure that any of them that you actually do nail for, you are getting a process video and an educational content. Make sure that you have at least 4 content from each nail that you make. I'm going to do it with the first person, with the second person, with the third person, and then with the fourth person. Then I'm going to use that to open my social media accounts. Add a nice bio, my name, and then a logo. Now, when you create 4 videos out of every nail that you have made, if you do 4 times 4, it should be around 16. So now you have about 16 videos that you're actually going to post. Now you have 16 videos that you're actually going to be posting on your page. What you have actually succeeded in doing is that you have gotten proof. What proof does for you is that it shows people that you know what you are doing. It shows people that you have evidence. This is not the first time you are doing this. And you need to understand that the most important thing that your clients buy is the transformation that they get from the products that you're actually offering them. So now that you have 4 videos out of every nail, you've succeeded in getting proof. So it's now easier to tell someone like, oh, my name is Tekla, I'm a nail tech, and this is what I do for a living. See the nails that I've done. Are you seeing how you're now showing them proof? Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, so that you see other nails that are coming up, right? Now, even if your video doesn't go viral at the start, let's say you posted the 16 videos and your video did not go viral, you can now start doing mouth marketing. You can start showing people your page. Oh, I'm now a nail tech, and this is what I do, and these are all the nails I'm doing. This is going to help you to convince people faster. There's no other way to do this rather than getting proof. So if I'm restarting my business in 2026, I will be getting proof faster than you think. Now, the third thing that I'm actually going to be doing if I'm starting my business again in 2026 is that I am going to align with bigger brands faster. Let me tell you the other mistake that people make when they are still starting your business. They tend to look up to people for a longer period of time. You know, when someone is your mentor and you're looking up at them, so you keep looking up at them, the first year will pass, second year will pass, third year will pass. What you are actually supposed to be doing is that you're supposed to be aligning with them, so that when people think of them, they think of you. When people think of someone like them, they think of you. Let's say, for example, now I'm a fashion designer, as you all know, and someone wants to make a dress. There's a particular dress they want to make, and they want to make it with this particular top designer, and they know that, oh, they might not be able to afford this person. So what they are going to do is that they are going to now think of who is the next lower person that can get this done for me, and it has to be you. So they now go to the lower person to get the thing done for them. And the best ways to align with any brand is to know how they post, how to how they formulate their caption, and then you try to align with them so that when people mention their business, they tend to mention you along. You tend to align with them so that it can be easier for people to see you and then to patronize you. It can also make it easier for the algorithm to pick you up, because now the algorithm thinks that you are the same with these people, so they are not able to tell the difference. So when someone is searching for a relatable video that other person have, once they show their video, they show your video along with them. So the third thing I'm going to do is that I am actually going to be aligning with bigger brands faster than I should. Now, the fourth thing that I'm actually going to be doing is that I am going to double down on what works. Let me give you an example. You remember that on the second part, I told you to get proof early. Now, you've posted 16 videos. There's a particular video that got much views. What that means is that people like that particular video. So they keep showing it to other people to view, and then they showed interest in it. Now you are going to create that kind of video again and again and again until it stops getting views. If you went to church and you told people that, oh, I do nails, and then two people patronize you, double down on it. Anytime you go to church, you go for events, keep telling people, because at that point in time, that is what is working. All these things I'm giving you are very, very secret nuggets. I shouldn't even be sharing this thing for free, but I love you guys. The only way you can actually show me love is by subscribing to this channel and also giving this video a thumbs up. And now let's get to the final part. Now, the fifth and final thing that I'm actually going to be doing to grow, scale, and manage my business within a space of 1 year is that I am going to immerse all the profits in a particular niche before scaling. Now, what do I mean by that? If you do this particular thing and it works, there's profit in it. Don't run to start doing what a bigger brand is already doing. Now, I don't want you to be confused. Let's say, for example, you are a nail tech, you did this particular thing, and because of that thing that you did, people keep buying, people keep patronizing you. This particular part of the business is actually making you more money. Let's say, for example, you are going for home service, and anytime you go for home service, let's say you do nail for 10,000 and the person pays you 25,000. Are you now saying that when you go from home service, you are making more profits? So instead of you keeping waiting for people to come around your workplace to do their nails, you can actually focus and double down on going for home services. You can start posting that, oh, home services are actually what you do, that you are available for home service. But of course, for security reasons, make sure that you at least have a witness before you go to someone's house, right? Or before you meet up with anyone anywhere. But if this is what is working for you, the only thing I'm trying to say in essence is that you should double down on it. Make all the profits in that particular area before you start thinking of doing everything else. When you are doing a particular business, there are so many ways to make profit from it. For example, now I told you in number 2 that when you're actually getting proof, you should start creating educational content. Do you know that if people know, let's say other people that are coming into the business, they know that you create educational content, they will start coming to your page to learn. And over time, you can start creating a class from it. Let's say there's a new set of nails that is out. You can actually tell them that, oh, you have a class on this, and they should pay so amount of money. And the class is going to start on so date. It's going to last for 3 days, 5 days, a day, 1 hour, depending on how it's convenient for you. So you can now see that you have grown from creating educational content to creating classes, right? So it's a progressive content, it's a progressive effort, it's a progressive action, right? So scale your business in the right way, and anytime you are making profit from a particular part of your business, double down on it. Get all the money that is there before you move forward. Don't get the money twice and move forward. If people pay higher for it, market it, and make sure that you get all the possible money that is there before you scale your business, right? And guys, thank you so much for watching. This is where we are actually going to be stopping. And in my next video, I am actually going to be sharing with you 5 mistakes that people make when they start their business, so that you do not make the same mistake. When people are still starting out their business, there are mistakes that they actually make. There are mistakes that they actually make that actually keeps them down and makes them not to scale fast. So in my next video, I'll be sharing all these mistakes with you. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and remember to share my videos to your friends that are starting a business. And until my next video, guys, my name is Tekla Ezigu. Bye.